Good afternoon. Good afternoon, all. Myself, Mrs. Kirtibala Pawar, Assistant Professor, Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research, welcomes you all for DLLE College Level Activity 2020-21. So, what is DLLE? DLLE is Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. This works for the benefit of students and society. The main motto of DLLE is to reach to unreached. To facilitate sensitization of students to socio-cultural realities, DLLE department offer for the students extension work projects encompassing social issues. So we at our Ideal College of Pharmacy have selected career project for our final year students. So today our final year students will introduce you all with various career opportunities after B Pharmacy. As you are going through B Pharmacy course, after B Pharmacy, what you will do? What are future scope? What are various career opportunities? So you will get introduced to all these career opportunities with the help of my final year students. So there might be many questions in your mind about your future, about your career after B Pharmacy. So today you will get a brief insight clarifying all your doubts. So let's begin the section. Now I request Miss Prachi from final year B Pharm to begin with the session and introduce all the speakers for today's event. Thank you all. Over to you, Prachi.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for welcoming us. Now we'll be begin with our session. So I request our first speaker, Mr. Amit Pandey, to present his webinar.
Hello,
Yes.
am I audible? So, will
Yes,
we
you are
start?
audible.
Okay. My screen visible?
No, screen is not visible.
No, your screen is not visible.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Audio?
Yeah, Amit, you can start.
Okay. So, I'll be giving my webinar on career opportunities after B Pharmacy in India. So, thank you, Prachi, for welcoming me. And next, so first of all, what is B Pharmacy? So B Pharmacy is a bachelorate degree in pharmacy. It is a 4-year graduate academic degree in field of pharmacy where you study about drugs, medicines, pharmaceuticals, and medicinal chemistry type of subjects. So further moving on. So according to you, when you think about B pharmacy, so you think that whether it is easy or not. So B pharmacy isn't that tough, and in fact, it is very easy as compared to many other healthcare courses like MBBS, BAMS, BHMS, life science courses. So subjects like remedial maths and biology can be tough for students. Like remedial maths can be tough for students who have opted for PCB, that is physics, chemistry, and biology in 11th science. And PCM students will get difficulty in their remedial biology. So further moving on, there are many academic opportunities after B Pharmacy, which is M Pharm, that is Masters in Pharmacy, and MS in Pharmacy, that is Masters of Science, and MBA, Masters in Business Administration, and there are various postgraduate diplomas after B Pharmacy which you can pursue. The course range will be about from 6 months to 3 years. So to pursue M Pharmacy, you have to give an entrance exam called GPAT, that is Graduate Pharmacy Aptitude Test. It is a national level competitive exam organized by NTA, that is National Testing Agency. And some universities have their own entrance exams, like autonomous institutes like ICT, that is Institute of Chemical Technology in Matunga, based in Mumbai. And there's NIPER JE, that is National Institute of Pharmaceutical Educational Research. There are about 12 institutes all over India. And there's BITSAT, which is based for BITS Pilani College, that is that college is in Rajasthan. So further moving, there are various specializations in Masters of Pharmacy which you can pursue. The subjects are accordingly like pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical technology, quality assurance, regulatory affairs, pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacognosy, pharmacology, pharmacy practice, industrial pharmacy, pharmaceutical biotechnology, and pharmaceutical analysis. So, in depth, in M-Pharm in pharmaceutics, you study about various formulations and you get master degree in that. Pharmaceutical technology means the new technologies evolving in our pharmacy field. Quality assurance is mostly like management based jobs, and there's regulatory affairs. Pharmaceutical chemistry means you will learn about preparing APIs, synthesizing them. Pharmacognosy is mostly botanical studies of crude drugs. Pharmacology is studying adverse reactions, actions, mechanism of actions of various drugs. Then industrial pharmacy is mostly based on uh, what we can see, the industrial means production point of view. Then there's pharmaceutical biotechnology, where you study about microorganisms and pharmaceuticals reactions on them. And then there are other master's degree you can pursue, that is MSc in Farm Chemistry, which is offered by Savitri Bai Phule University in Pune. MPhil in Pharmacy. There are various colleges in North India which provide the masters in philosophy in pharmacy. There is MA in psychology, where you can pursue your career as a psychotherapist in as your career. Next, there is MS in pharmacy. It is more like an international higher education degree. It is only provided by NIPER institutes. For abroad, you have to crack first GPAT. Then after qualifying GPAT, you have to give NIPER JEE, which which gives you an entrance to entry to NIPER institutes. For abroad opportunities, you have to give exams like TOEFL, that is the test of English as foreign language, IELTS, the International English Test language test, and GRE, Graduate Record Examinations. These exams will provide you opportunities to pursue your career abroad, and if you score well enough, you can get into Ivy League colleges as well. Ivy League colleges like Brown University, Yale University, then there's Columbia University in New York. There are various Ivy League colleges in US. And now coming to MBA. MBA is Masters in Business Administration. To get into business colleges, you have to give entrance exams like CMAT, MA, CET, ATMA, MAT, etc. These exams are conducted and organized by various government test cells. CMAT, ATMA, MAT, like exams are national level, whereas exams like CET, that is common entrance test, is a state level examination conducted by DTE, that is Directorate of Technical Education, which comes under Maharashtra government. There are various exams for autonomous institutes like NMAT, which is entrance exam for Narsi Monji Institute of Management Studies, NMIMS. Uh, it is in Vile Parle. Then there's SNAP, Symbiosis Institute of Management. It's in Pune. IBSAT for ICFAI Business School, ICFI Business School. Then there's CAT for Indian Institute of Management, which is very prestigious for MBA. Then there's ZAT for Xavier School of Management. It is based in Rajasthan, Jaipur. Then coming to postgraduate diplomas, they are short-time courses which boosts your knowledge and your paycheck. They don't require any entrance exam as such. The post-graduation diploma course takes time from 6 months to 3 years. It may be part time or full time depending on course and institute you are choosing. Then you can pursue your PGDs. Most basic and most common are CADD, that is Computer Assigned Drug Designing, postgraduate diploma in pharmacy practice and drugstore management. Then there's diploma in clinical pharmacy, pharmacovigilance, clinical trial management, clinical research, veterinary medicines, etc. And PGDM in pharmaceutical management you can also pursue, which is offered by SIS College of Management, and College of Management. And there are various technical and analytical chemistry, marketing, advertisements you can pursue as your postgraduate diplomas. Now coming to job opportunities after B Pharmacy, I have gotten all this salary range from sites like Siksha.com, collegedunia.com, and careers360.com. You can cross check the details if you want to. And so the salary as a retail pharmacist, you can earn up to 6 to 15 lakhs per annum, and as a hospital pharmacist you will be on a paycheck by the hospital management, so the salary will be ranging from 15,000 to 60,000 per month. As a drug inspector your salary would be 55,000 to 80,000 per month, and as a pharmaceutical marketing manager or subordinate you will get 15,000 to 40,000 rupees per month. Then pharmaceutical marketing mainly concerns of medical representatives (MRs), and the quality control and production will give you salary for about 15,000 to 40,000 per month. And you can also start your own business after B Pharmacy. And job opportunities after M Farm. As a fresher in R&D section, you will get around 18,000 to 60,000 rupees per month. Formulation development, where you produce new formulation like a novel drug delivery system, you can learn in that. So the salary would be 18,000 to 60,000 rupees per month. And the jobs in manufacturing, QA, QC, regulatory affairs, sales and marketing. Sales and marketing mainly consists of MRs as usual. So the salary would be 15,000 to 16,000 per month. In academia, that means as a professor or teaching career, your salary could be range from 25,000 to 1.5 lakhs per month. So you have to, after doing MPharm, you have to continue with UGC NET. After qualifying that, you can be promoted from assistant professor to associate professor. And now coming to clinical, community, or hospital pharmacy, your salary would be from 15,000 to 60,000. And of course, you can start your own business after MPharm. And if you want to pursue PhD, you can receive stipend from institute or the company from where you are doing PhD. After MBA, as a fresher in marketing, as a marketing manager, your salary would be from 5 to 25 lakhs rupees per annum. And in finance, same. So doing MBA can uh, greatly affect your paycheck. Your designations would be comparatively higher than B Farm. So the designations would be the team leader, manager, director, or even VP of the company. VP means vice president. And government jobs you can pursue after B Farm. For being a drug inspector, you have to get an experience in parenteral or ophthalmic preparing industries for about 3 to 5 years, and will have to crack MPSC or UPSC exam, and salary would be 50,000 to 80,000 rupees per month. And you can also pursue a career as IAS, IPS, or IFS officer, that is Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, or Indian Foreign Service. You will have to crack UPSC exam, and your salary could be ranging from 50,000 to 2 lakhs rupees per month. You can also pursue a career as a railway paramedics. You should be a pharmacy graduate, or you can have BSc in nursing route. You will have to clear a railway paramedic exam, and salary would be 30,000 to 60,000 rupees per month. Other government jobs are like government scientist. You can get placed into DRDO or NMRL, and there's Army Medical Corps and government hospital pharmacist. So I would like to thank our management of Ideal College and our respected principal, Dr. Smita Takar Khede, for giving us this wonderful opportunity. and thank you for attending. Thank you. Prachi, over to you.
Thank you so much, Amit, for giving us insight on career opportunities after B Pharmacy in India. Now I would request Rishikesh Sharma to present on topic career opportunities after B Pharmacy in abroad. Over to you, Rishikesh.
Rishikesh will be joining soon. So during this seminar, we will get a thorough idea about various types of careers which we can pursue after completion of B Pharmacy. So you can go for post graduation, you can go for directly industry jobs, you can go for medical representative, even you can get pharmacist registration. With that registration certificate, you can go for a chemist or druggist shop. Now Rishikesh is here. Over to you, Rishikesh. Sorry for inconvenience. Now I would request our next speaker, uh, Satvik, to present on topic MBA in Pharmaceutical Management. Over to you, Satvik.
Hello.
Yes, Satvik, you can start.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Satvik Srivastava. We are from Adarsh Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Sadir College of Pharmacy, and here we are to see to present DLLE program, career opportunity in uh, after B Pharmacy. My topic is MBA in Pharmaceutical Management. Next slide, please. Okay. Uh, in this slide, we are going to see following points as mentioned. First, we are going to take a brief overlook on what is pharmaceutical MBA. Then, secondly, we are going to see what are the career and job opportunities after pharmaceutical MBA. Then, thirdly, we are going to see what is the eligibility criteria for getting into a pharmaceutical MBA program. Then next, what is the admission process, which is very important for you all of you to know, to how to get into a pharmaceutical MBA college. And lastly, we are going to see some colleges in which we can pursue our pharmaceutical MBA career. Next slide, please. So starting with the basic, what is a pharmaceutical MBA? So in a pharmaceutical MBA, the it's a postgraduate program in which mainly focuses on management and business practices which are carried on in pharmaceutical industries. Um, it is a 2-year course program and has 4 semesters of study. Then over duration of course, you have to see the technical aspects of pharmaceutical science, and at the same time you are taught about the managerial and marketing strategies that are followed in pharmaceutical industry. Okay, next slide, please. So this is Pratiksha. So let's just see the job prospects after pharmaceutical MBA. So in pharmaceutical MBA, it's like you will limit your means specialty in pharmaceutical companies only. But for those who are like have decided their aim, and like they have to go into pharmaceutical career, pharmaceutical companies only after BPharm, this program is a very good option from them. Then, however, the professionals like that have decided into pharma industry, like they can pursue pharmaceutical MBA. Next slide, please. Okay. The job opportunities are like in private sector and public sector also, but in private public sector, the job opportunities are like limited, but in private sector, it's a whole lot of plethora of opportunities to be explored. For after pharmaceutical MBA, you are expected to have some very big positions in a company. Some candidates are given responsibilities such as business administration management, pharmaceutical production management, financial management of pharmaceutical business, brand management, and marketing of pharmaceutical products like this. Then next slide. Next slide, please. Thank you. In the pharmaceutical, in public sector, there are some drug manufacturing companies which hire the pharma MBA graduates for promotion of their uh, products. Like then in hospitals, MBA graduates are taken for marketing purpose. Then in other government agencies and regulatory and control agencies, pharmaceutical MBA client students are also taken. Next slide, please. Okay, so coming to our main focus, private sector. In private sector there are various companies. Some top companies that are giving you positions are mentioned below, such as Ranbaxy Laboratories, Pfizer, Abbott, Alkem, Dabur India, Sun Pharma, and Intas. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Given below are some popular job opportunities in company that after pharmaceutical MBA you will be offered. Market research analyst. In this, you have to deep research the market. What is the condition of market? What are the drugs that are in sale? You have to analyze that, and according to that, you have to market your products. That is market research analyst. Then business development manager, how to develop your business. It is basic like how you have to develop your business. It is business development manager. Brand manager is like you have to promote your brand. Sales manager is promoting your sales. Business analyst is analyzing your business and according to that promoting it. And distribution manager and quality control, quality assurance manager are there. Next slide, please. Now, what is the eligibility criteria for you to getting into a pharmaceutical MBA? So, first of all, you have to complete a relevant degree, a BPharm degree. Then, secondly, you have to score at least minimum 50 percentile marks in your undergraduate program to get admission into, to be eligible to getting admission into a pharmaceutical MBA program. Then candidate should score a good in entrance exam. There are some entrance exam that you have to crack, and you have to like give. We will further see what are the entrance exam for various colleges. Then work experience is not mandatory, but it is highly preferred. If you are going for a lower, like having 1 to 2 year experience in industry, that adds on to your profile, and it makes you easy to get admissions in top colleges. So next slide, please. Next slide. Then second, what is the admission process? How to take admission into a pharmaceutical MBA college? First of all, the courses are based. First of all, the courses are based on entrance exam. Then some of major all some of major exams are given below. It is CAT, Common Entrance Exam, MAT, Management Entrance Exam, SNAP, Symbiosis Entrance Exam, CMAT, Common Management Entrance Exam, and MHCT, Maharashtra Common Entrance Test. Then some colleges take admission in according to merit list, according to your undergraduate course. We will further see which colleges are there. Then entrance exam are like at the end of August. Most of entrance exam are like over. So you have to keep an eye on the examination dates and form. Next slide, please. So what is the admission process? Basically, for admission process, here it is a four-step process in which you have to first apply to an entrance exam like CMAT, MHCT, NMAT, etc. Then once the results are out, the institutes which are going to give admission for pharmaceutical MBA program are going to release their cutoff. Then another round is group discussion and personal interview and presentation. Nowadays, due to COVID-19, the group discussion is not like possible for most of college, so they are giving some micro presentations, and you have to present on a topic. That's new addition to that. And then at last, enrollment. You have to pay the enrollment fees to the college and enroll your admission, secure your seat in pharmaceutical MBA college. Next slide, please. Okay. So merit based admission. How to get a merit based admission? First of all, you have to submit your applications to college. Then you have to perform well in undergraduate program. Then your scores, that score you will be obtaining, that will be base for giving you admission uh, in a MBA college. Then in course, after your examination, the college will release their cutoffs. You have to keep an eye on the cutoff and eligibility criteria, and then you have to visit the college and submit your document and fix your seat. Then in the entrance based, then second is the entrance based examination. So first you have to submit your application form, then register to the entrance exam. Then you have to see the cutoff of the colleges. Some colleges are having high demand, so they are having some high cutoff, and some are having like medium. In average, you have to score minimum of 75% to get the admission in a nice MBA college. Then after that, as I've shown, you have to take part in group discussion and personal interview rounds, which are conducted. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. So once you are shortlisted, the colleges will contact you via email and calls, and let you know uh, and let let you know what are the what are the status of your admission. Then after that, you have to pay some fees of around like what the colleges have decided and secure your seat there. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide will be explained by Pratiksha.
Satvik, you can continue.
Okay, we will continue. In MBA college, here it is a list of MBA colleges to guide you through and like to support you and give you some idea about what are colleges and how are their admissions and what is the average salary and annual fees of the college. So topmost college is on NIRF rank according to 2020, 18th rank SPJIMR, SPJN College of Management. Here you have to take admissions through various entrance exams such as CAT, ZAT, NMAT, and MAT. The average annual fees here is 8,75,000, and the average annual salary is around 18 lakh rupees. Then second comes SIBM Pune, Symbiosis Pune. For this, the admission exam is SNAP. Then the annual fees here it is 7,68,000 rupees, and the average salary you will be getting on your placement will be 10 lakh rupees. Then next comes 24th rank NMIMS Mumbai. You have to qualify through NMAT and give, and its fees is around 9 lakh per annum, and the salary that you'll be getting is around 17 lakhs. Then next is NIRF rank 39th Alliance University Bangalore. You have to enter here through CAT, and the annual fees is 6,25,000, and the first average salary you will be getting is around 7,60,000. Then next comes the Amity University in Noida. You have to give CAT, and annual fees is around 3,40,000, and 6 lakh will be your average package. Then comes LPU Jalandhar. LPU next will be entrance exam, and annual fees will be around 3 lakhs rupees, and the salary that you'll be getting is around 5 lakhs. Next is Chandigarh University. You have to give CUCET, and average annual fees is uh, 1,80,000, and 5 lakh will be your first package. Then comes SIS Pune, SIS Nerul, in which you have to either you can give MHCET, CAT, MAT, and average fees for first for annual fees is 3 lakhs, and first package that you'll be getting is around 6,000 6 lakh 60,000. Then next is IES college MHCT you have to give, and 3 lakh will be 3 lakh 50,000 will be its annual fees, and annual salary that you'll be getting is around 6 lakhs. Here you have to give like the colleges in which you have to give MHCT. You can contact to college directly and get admission through merit based. Also your undergraduate score you can submit there and take admissions through that also. So next slide please. It was a brief. Then here is a syllabus what you have to cover, what you have to study in pharmaceutical MBA 2-year program. The business environment, pharma business environment, business communication, management principle in pharma industry, financial accounting and analysis, human resource management, regulatory framework, pharma marketing management, business development in pharma, then medical pharmacology in IPR, and financial management and customer behavior. Then second year you will be studying strategic management, managing innovation in pharma, business leadership in pharma, national and international environment in pharmacy, product and brand management, operations research, strategic brand marketing, marketing research in pharma, quality management and supply chain management. Here you can see the main focus is on pharmaceutical industries only. As you are pursuing your management in pharmaceutical management, so the main focus and studies will be in pharma sector only. Next slide, please. Can I see the next slide? Okay. Here it is a brief summary of what you have seen till now. The full name of the course is Masters of Business Administration in Pharmaceutical Management. The stream that you will be getting into is management. The level is postgraduate. Duration is 2 years. The eligibility that you have to minimum score is 50% marks in your undergraduate to get into a to get eligible for a MBA program. Then the admission process is either entrance based GDP round or merit based admissions. Then course fees is around 4 to 10 lakhs for MBA colleges. Average. I have mentioned average here. Then the starting salary that you will be getting is around 5 to 7 lakhs per annum. This is also an average of the salaries that you will be offered. It depends upon your performance, how you perform. If you perform exceptionally well, then your uh, salary that can go up to 7 to 8 or even 9 or 10 lakh also. But for that, you have to be in top 10% batch of your college. Then there's some top recruiting companies are Sun Pharma, Lupin, Fortis, Ranbaxy, Dabar agencies, etc. Then here I have mentioned some of the sites that you can go and research further for your studies. Collegejunior.com, collegedekho.com, Shiksha.com, CT King, nirfindia.org, grade up, and you can go. You can also go to college official site and see what are the admission criteria and what are the percentage that you need to get into that institute for MBA, pharmaceutical MBA program. Next slide, please. Next slide. So here I would like to thank you for your patient listening from Agriculture, Pharmacy and Research, and all the best for your future endeavors. Next slide, please. And I would also like to take this opportunity to give a special thanks to respected principal Dr. Smita Takarkhede and management of Agriculture Pharmacy and our DLLE coordinator and guide Ms. Kirtibala Pawar. Thank you for giving us opportunity to present this slide and sharing our information. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Satvik. Now I would request our next group to present on career opportunities in and after MBA.
Hello. Uh, can you please share the slides? Uh, Hello everyone. We are the student.
You can start.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much, Prachi. Hello everyone. We are the students from Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research, and we are going to tell you about some points about what is career opportunities after MBA and in MBA. So can we start with the next slide, please? So in this following session, we are going to cover up the points like what is MBA, what's the need for MBA, what are the advantages, the pros and the pros of MBAs, the skills you need to get an MBA degree, the salary packages, the reasons to get in MBA, the selection process, about the exams, how can we crack those exams, how to face a GD interview sessions, branches in MBA, which branches you can get into top colleges in MBA and the financial health and admissions. Next slide. So why MBA? Everyone who is in his or her degree always think what should we get in our next degree, or what should we get in our career opportunities. Many of them who are from BCom types, or from commerce, or from science sectors, even from our pharmacy sector, they always think that what next step we should take for getting our career sessions. So we always think about, is doing MBA is worth? How should I start studying? How What are the skills I should have in mind to get accepted in the program? From where should I begin? Where should I end? The schools which are good or well-known schools with the right packages area, or with a vast area of studies and requirements. We all get to know about these things. So now today we will cover up these points and the dues many students think in their mind. So let's cover this point with what is MBA. So what is MBA? MBA is Masters of Business Administration, and it is a general graduate business degree that teaches students technical, managerial, and leadership skills. So MBA is basically an business related degree or a course or a diploma in which a student is taught about how to manage a particular area, even if it's a financial degree, financial aids, or if it is any sales kind of marketing, if the manager deals. So if you are doing MBA, it leads you to be a good leader. It leads you to have a good team spirit state, and it teaches all the technical issues and promotion for the students. Earning an MBA gives you valuable business acumen. Means you become a smart. I wouldn't say you become a smart businessman and all that, but it comes up with your experience. It gives you experience about the corporate world, and it expands your professional network and creates new opportunities. Like doing MBA may help you to get into new opportunities, into new areas of corporate world, and into new areas of industrial origin. How you can learn, how can you increase your business. It helps you to create new strategies for increasing the wealth in your business and your production and your sales. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So what are the advantages of doing an MBA? You get highly paid jobs. For it's an People say MBA students are getting highly paid jobs, but the fact is that if you want to be highly paid, if you want to be your INR in a good rate, your ROI to be in a good rate, you need to have that skills to, and you need to do hard work too. So the most advantage of main advantage of MBA is highly paid jobs, global career prospects. Doing an MBA meets you to the global world, to the global business world, from what is happening in the world. How can you increase your business? How can you increase your wealth in the sales and finance from your business? Diverse career paths. Of course, branches in MBA are so vast that it gives a diversity in your career. So, doing MBA has a good pros. Increased market value. If you have good strategies, if you can plan good strategies, then you are the best player to be in a corporate world. Job security. MBA or a management student is always been has always been a crucial part of an industrial world. So it's a job security, interpersonal skill. Doing MBA helps you to gain knowledge, and even helps you to find what good pros in yourselves, what are your positive points in yourselves, like leadership, team spirits, your communication skills. Also, all are required in doing MBA. Next is entrepreneur skills. Once you do MBA, once you have a good amount of experience in your life, you get some kind of knowledge from all the studies and your experiences to be an entrepreneur and start your own business apartment, and help you increase those with your strategies. The strategies reasoning, as I told, if you have a good strategy plan work, you can increase your wealth and everything. Next slide, please. Along with advantages of MBA, there are some disadvantages too. Like, next slide. So disadvantages of MBA. While there are countless merits that you can enjoy when you are pursuing or you have pursued MBA, there are also some advantages of doing disadvantages of doing MBA. Here we have listed some of the disadvantages. The fees for MBA programs are relatively high if you wish to pursue the course from any of the reputed college. So the reputed college. Presently in Mumbai are like JBMS, Sidnems, or even you can say some of this college. They have they have good reputations, but some of the college have the fee structure too high, like from 8 to 10 to 15 lakhs. You can even say 20 lakhs. Like in SP Jains, it has 17 lakh, but the ROI those college give is so high. So if you want to get in those colleges, you need to study too hard and get your CAT, CET or CMAT score well in 98 to 99 percentiles. An MBA is not useful unless pursued from a reputed and known college. Every city or every district has its own kind of MBA college you can see, but only the students who have been graduated from a well-known and reputed college are the one who are at uh, upper level to get selected into an higher companies with an best ROI and best salary packages. You need to select an MBA that suits your skills if you wish to achieve success. If you're having a good communication skills or good strategies, you can get into an MBA marketing sessions. If you have your accounting and such things good in your commerce field, you can get into sales and finance things. If you're good at communication, or if you have your pros in all the management skills, you can get into HR things. So a namesake MBA degree won't help to you if you don't process the necessary skills and talents in yourself and find out what good you have in yourself. Next slide, please. So, what are the skills you need to have in yourself? The first is leadership skills. Leadership skills is necessary because when you are an MBA student, you have pursued MBA, you get a good type of a level in your company, and under this you need to work with a group of people, with a bunch of people, and you need to get comfortable with all the bunch with the group you are working with, uh, we always say when 10 people when like for example, if 10 people come together, all the 10 will be having their great ideas with different ideas, and you need to get out with a new idea that no one can think about with yourself. You need to be so good to your team, like your team feels to be like to work with you. Therefore, better communication skills. For communication skills, for having better communication skills, it's important because you need to have this thing in yourselves, like you need to have this thing in yourselves because if you have good communication skills with other agencies or other companies, it's better for your company to get the profit results. Ability to think out of box. You need to think those things which are so new to the world that no one can think about it. So these are the basic skills you need to have in an MBA degree. So the next slide, please. Top 10 reasons to get into an MBA. To get a top job, if you are having an MBA degree, you will be absolutely having a good level in your company. To learn industrial standard practices, like what are the standard practices for having sales, for finance, for HR management, for marketing. You learn everything in MBA. To build contacts, if you are in MBA, if you have pursued MBA, if you have this degree and you are on management level in your company or in the or that industries, then you can build a lot of contacts with other field sectors, with other companies, with other jobs globally. You are very stable. To increase your salary potential, of course, having an getting an MBA degree increases your paying value for that. To make your career transition, like now I am in pharmacy, we are all in pharmacy, so doing MBA gives an diversity in our career. So it's a good career transition system. To earn a widely recognized top credential, like it gives you credit for more. To increase your business to increase your business and knowledge skills. Of course, when you learn when you are with a bunch of people, you get to learn about what people think, how people think. You can learn from their ideas, their views, and everything to challenge yourselves. Like every next day you get up with a new challenge, and you need to cope up with that challenge and get to yourselves. To become a consultant, you can consult people about what are the pros in MBA, how can you crack, how can you be good in a good level in an MBA, how can you get your best from the best in doing the system, to gain in depth misunderstanding in the world, to gain an in-depth understanding of the business world. If you are MBA, you are a management level, and you get to understand how the business world actually work. And thus, these are all the reasons of getting into MBA. So now, for the further points, I request Archana to complete with the further points. Thank you.
Yes. Next slide here. Next slide, please. So Abuli covered basic idea about the process of why skills are important and reasons, advantage and disadvantage. So I will be covering my part like selection for MBA, which exams you have to crack for MBA. So first process is selection process for MBA. In selection process, we have to include some following points like written exam, group discussion, personal interview, essay writing, psychometric test, group test, tasks, and management games. In written test, there will be four section. Uh, the basic section we have to cover in the next slide. Group discussion will be there, and personal interview, essay writing, psychometric tasks, and group tasks, and management games. Next slide, please. I'm audible. Huh. Exam pattern for MBA. There are few exams like CAT, MAT, CMAT, ZAT, and IBSCT. CAT is the Common Admission Test, that is also known as CAT. There will be number of sections, three sections, and total duration of time is 120 minutes. Total question is 100. Each question carries 3 marks. That is a negative. Then second exam is MAT. MAT includes management aptitude test. In MAT aptitude, there will be three sections, and test duration time is 150 minutes. Total question is 200, and each question carries 1 mark, and negative marking is also there. CMAT. CMAT consists of the common management admission test. The number of section is there four. Test duration is 180 minutes. Total question is 100. Each question carries 4 mark, and negative marking is -1. There is main Maharashtra common entrance test. This is MSCT. In MSCT, there will be four sections. Test duration time is 150 minutes. In MSCT, there will be 200 questions. Each question carries 1 mark, and luckily, there will be no negative marking in MSCT. And next test is ZAT. ZAT consists of Xavier aptitude test. In ZAT also there will be four sections. Test duration of time is 180 minutes. Total question is 100. Each question carries 1 mark, and there is a negative marking. And IBSAT. The full form of IBSAT is uh, ICFAI Business Studies Aptitude Test. In this test, there will be a four section. There will be a four section. Total marks is 180. Am I audible? Next slide. I'm not able to see the slides. Slide. Next, there will be 120 minutes. Each question carries 140, and each question carries 1 mark. And luckily, there is a no negative marking. Next slide, please.
What happened? Is there is any network issue?
We are facing some technical issues, so please wait for some time.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hold on. We are facing some technical issues.
Hello?
Sorry for inconvenience. Archana, you can proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Next slide, please. Yes, there are few tips to crack entrance. First basic point is think positive. How much you have learned in this year, is that enough? The first basic step is you have to think positive. The second is reach at least half hour before the commitment of the examination. You have to reach half hour ago. Third point, read thoroughly all the instructions supplied in the exam paper. Fourth, avoid guessing. There is a negative marking. Guess definitely a risk. You have to guess right because there is a negative marking. So what have you guessed that also get affected? Fifth point is attempt your favorite section first, followed by the toughest one next, then attempt the other two section. There will be a four section. Then what's your favorite section? First attempt those questions. Then you have to attempt next two sections. Next slide, please. There will be a second group discussion. Then what main problems that you are facing in group discussion? First is capability to a coordinate and lead. Second is exchange of thoughts. Third is throughout preparation. Fourth is communication skill. Fifth is knowledge and ideas regarding given subject. And the main the main opportunity that we have get in group discussion is leadership quality and how we face our target to someone that reach what we are saying. Next slide, please. There are main common interview question I would like to tell you about. First is tell me about yourself. In this, you have to tell about your name, age, family members, and what your special skills are. Tell me about yourself. Why MBA? Why you have choose MBA? Because you are in a pharmacy field. So why MBA is your priority? Then after pharmacy, then in this why MBA? Third, what makes you stand out among other candidates? This is the main basic question that you have to answer. What can you contribute to your program? What are the expectation of this program?
what are the main strength and weakness. You have to tell uh, that what strength and what weakness you have. Where do you expect to be in a 5 years? What do you expect to get from an MBA, and etc. These are main basic questions. Next slide, please. Huh. There are more branches. There are few branches in MBA that are MBA in finance, MBA in entrepreneurship, MBA in supply chain management, MBA in hospitality and tourism, MBA in telecommunication, MBA in international business, MBA in human resources, MBA in accounting, MBA in aviation, MBA in banking, MBA in project management, MBA in marketing, MBA in information system, that is IT, MBA in accounting, MBA in healthcare and administration, MBA in communication, MBA in media, MBA in operation management, and MBA in logistics, and last is MBA in retail management. In this next slide, the main we are covering is MBA in human resources and MBA in marketing. Over to you, Maya. Next slide, please.
Yes, Archana, what happened?
Maya. Maya, are you there?
Hello,
Yes, you're audible.
am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You can continue.
So the eligibility is like the people who are very talkative, which who can interact with the people, who can convince for the marketing purposes, or can do MBA in marketing. Can you please shift to the next slide? Hello,
Hello, Maria.
hello.
There is too much disturbance from your side. You can reconnect.
Am I audible now? Hello.
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, Maria, you're audible. You can proceed.
Okay. So the eligibility for doing marketing in MBA is the people who are very who are having a uh, the ability to convince for purchasing the product can do this kind of MBA in marketing things. Can you please shift to the next slide? So the areas are sales and distribution, advertising, market research, product and brand management, retail sector. The companies are like McDonald's, Nike, and many more. Positions: brand manager, product manager. So what is product manager? They are the ambassador of the product. Their job is to understand the market they are targeting with the new products and the competition which will be faced by them while launching a new product. Okay. So next is advertising account executive. They consult with the clients. They give them guidance and the benefits of the products. Uh, they also like deliver them the products and wait for the review, and then they prepare a report. Can you please shift to the next slide? So the next is specialization in HR, MBA in HR. So what is HR? HR is basically a person who is responsible for the entire functions of the company. Like he'll be doing the hiring of the employees and maintaining all the managements which is required for the company's production. Objective: the main objective is to keep the right people places in the organization. Eligibility: foresight, basic human psychology, strong assessment skill, good empathizer, mentor, team player. So the HR is the one who will be listening to the employee's problem or any sort of problem which will be occurring in the company, and will try to do teamwork and solve the problems which will be faced. Next slide, please. Areas: management, general, recruitment, training, compensation management, IR, informative systems. Companies: Mafoes, green pepper, and any other sector. The position: now we are talking about the position. The manager HR is the one who will be hiring the employees. Trainer: they are the one who will be guiding the employees regarding the process and all the functions which will be which are essential for the companies. And recruiter are the one who is going to hire the employees. IR manager. What is IR manager? Basically, he is an investor relating manager. His responsibility is to manage responsibilities is to manage the relationship between the company's corporate management and the investor. Uh, what is generalist? He's the one who will be looking after the hiring of the candidates, compensations and the benefits which will lead to the success of the company. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. The screen is not visible.
Yeah, we are facing some technical issue, so please wait for a moment. Sorry for inconvenience. Maria, you can proceed.
So the salary packages after MBA as a fresher in marketing is 5 to 25 lakhs per annum. For finance, it is 5 to 25 lakh per annum. For operations specialization, it is for from 5 to 20 lakh per annum. Human resource HR, it is 5 to 20 lakh per annum. Pharmaceutical management, 5 to 18 lakhs per annum. Uh, Next slide, please. So these are the top 10 colleges in India for MBA. The first is IIMS, which is Indian Institute of Management. It has 20 colleges all across India. Uh, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Gujarat, Lucknow. These are the places from for from where the colleges like IIM colleges are best. And second is JBIMS, which is located in Mumbai. Third is SIMS REE, which is also situated in Mumbai Churchgate. SIS College, which is in Navi Mumbai. D.Y. Patil College, which is in Pune. International School of Business and Media, which is in Pune. Amity Business School, Noida. And ICFI Business School, Hyderabad. Indian Institute of Management, Udaipur. PS University, Bangalore. These are the top colleges in India for MBA. Next slide, please. So the admission process for getting for these are the process for from which we'll get the admission. So self-managed applications with essay, academic record. Academic record means the score which you have the score which you got in your graduation will be analyzed. GMAT score or CT score or CMAT, whichever entrance exam you will be giving, that marks will also be taken into consideration. Management skill, work experience. If you are doing MBA, like for part time sort of letters of recommendation, if you are going to certain college by some of the recommendations, curricular activities and community involvement for leadership. Personal interview personal interview basically they will be asking you questions like why are you choosing MBA, and what are your future goals. These are the things which will be asked in personal interview. And according to all this, after seeing all this and analyzing all these things, you might get admission in college which you prefer. Next slide, please. So as you know, the fees for MBA is like very high. So there are certain scholarships and loans, and also if people are doing part-time MBA, so they are usually doing job also, so they can get like fees paid from that sort of things. Merit scholarship basically it means that if you have scored good marks in your graduation, then you'll be getting scholarship based on that. Next slide, please. So these are the suggestions which might help you come out of your inhibitions and fear. Be adaptable to change the environment. Do not grip and become crybabies. Basically, it means मुझसे नहीं होगा या मैं ये नहीं कर सकती. This should not be done. You should always be we should always think in a positive way कि हाँ हम कर लेंगे, हम ये कर सकते हैं, ये हमसे हो जाएगा. Keep an open view, be a good listener and good learner. Explore your inner talents and try to build upon it. Try always to be a winner. Be united always and be there for each other. Next slide. So I hope the information given by me and my friends are useful to you all. I'd like to uh, thank you everyone for your attention throughout the presentation. Thank you so much to our management of Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research and our respected principal, Dr. Smita Kakarkere, for giving us this amazing opportunity to come up and speak about the scopes of doing MBA. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I would request our next speaker, Rishikesh Sharma, to present on career opportunities after B Farm in abroad. Over to you, Rishikesh.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yes, hello everyone. Very cool good afternoon to everyone because as it is pretty much hot in Mumbai. So yeah, so let's get to our slide. So before we start, I would like to thank Mrs. Kirtibala Power ma'am because she is the one who is organizing and managing this activity to for you to have a much better career guidance. So yeah, next slide please. So yeah, this is myself, Rishikesh Sharma, and I am a final year bachelor student. So I am here to present my views on a very fascinating topic that is about guidance study to abroad after pharmacy. Next slide, please. So here is the sum of the contents which we are going to see. That is about introduction. Then second is benefits to study abroad. Third is the most important that why you should study abroad. Then fourth is how to find the programs if you want to study or pursue higher studies in abroad. Fifth, that is what are the exams should be given to study globally. Then last and the least, that is very important, but a very important point, that is funding your study to abroad. Because whenever you just think about abroad, the funding is really play an important role. And in the last section, we are just going to have a Q&A session where we just have a question and answer debate. Next slide, please. So as we see on the slide, that is the top courses to study abroad for an Indian student. So if you are looking for a higher studies in abroad, so what are the professions which we going to optimize? So here are the some of the points like community pharmacy organization. So community pharmacy organization is just like a general store where you just work like on a drug medical store and you just give the compounding the medicines to the patients. Then second is the hospital pharmacy. Then next is pharmaceutical factories. You can work in pharmaceutical factories. It can be of any department, either it is production, marketing, and pharmacovigilance, anything. Then pharmaceutical technician. Yes, if we just look out that in pharmacy there are so many instrumentations, and we need a higher technical person to identify that what is the important thing. So yeah, you can have a detailed study and you can optimize for pharmaceutical technicians in abroad. Yes, next is pharmaceutical management. So if you're thinking after your graduation that whether I should go for MBA or not from a pharmacy background, so you can have an option as a pharmaceutical management and you can go for that. Veterinary pharmacy, next, that is veterinary pharmacy is all about like compounding the medicines, but it is not for humans, it is just for animals. You can also go for military pharmacy and pharmacy organization. You can just work for like as a teacher or as a professional in abroad. Next slide, please. So the next comes, that is, what are the benefits for studying abroad? So if you're studying abroad and if you're looking for a higher studies in abroad, so the beneficial experience for a college student that is to studying abroad is the opportunity, that is to study in a foreign nation and to take the allure and the culture of a new land. So allure and the culture, that is basically, it's like exploring and creating a new behavior, creating your much more profession in a outward field. So next we are just going to see a very important, and it is very important point, that is here is the list of top 5 reasons to study abroad, that why you should study abroad and why you should approach to study abroad. Next slide, please. So here are the top 5 reasons that you should study abroad, because it's really very important. So first point is enhance your resume. So the resume does play an important role. So let's take an example. So here is a student who has a 90% score, and here is a student which has a 70% score. So let's assume that this 90% score person doesn't have so much impactful resume. So before going for an interview, and this person with having just 70%, and he has just explored so many extracurricular activities, he has done so many internships, and he has such an impactful resume that whenever the HR or the someone who is going to take an interview, it just creates an expression that how the good he is. So yeah, definitely your resume does play an important role. And if you're just studying for an abroad or just approaching for an abroad, so when you just look out for a resume, that is, if you just optimize that I have done this studies, higher studies from this country or this university, that it does resonate your resume, and it just differentiate your resume from other candidates. Next is make a new friends. Yes, you, if you are looking for an abroad, you just optimize with different individuals. You just meet students from other schools, find people who are shares the interest like you, and you just develop a lifelong friendships and may have even the meet after that. Next slide, please. So the third point is about travel opportunities. Yes, if you're just looking for an abroad, you just go to a new location, new options for a weekend trips, and have a holidays and schedules in other countries. Fourth, yes, a very important point, that is you learn a different language. Yes, your outmost behavior gets changed, your professionalism just get improved, and the fourth factor just really play an important, that is reading, writing, speaking, and your listening skill just get improved, and you just excel in your career, and you just get a better person for yourself. Next slide, please. Yeah, so the last, that is the last point, that is get out of your comfort zone. Yes, you should get out of your comfort zone, because when you are in your comfort zone, you just don't able to explore much. So you should must explore your new city or new country, and find the best possible way to get a new approach for your professionalism and your excel in your career. Next slide, please. So yeah, so the point that is comes, that when you are approaching for higher studies in abroad, that is how to find a program. So the main point or the questions that you do have to ask yourself, that is who is going for an abroad, and what do you want to study, like whether you want to go for a MBA or for a MS, then where I'm interested in going. So you have to select the country which you are approaching for. Then what do I want to go, and how will I finance it? So here I want to add a basic and most important tip, that make an appointment with your academic advisor to plan your curriculum accordingly, because it's really play an important role. Because if you're approaching for an higher studies in abroad, you should counsel your academic advisor or the expert which has much more knowledge about it, and you, it will just help you to guidance, and you just get a depth knowledge about how the programs are going on, and how should you apply for it, and how you should approach. Okay, so yes, you should approach the academic advisors for your counseling. Next point. Next slide, please. Previous one. previous one. Yes. So where to look if you're approaching for an abroad study? So as I have said, like you should have a counseling with your academic advisor. You can have a study abroad office. Like there are so many websites are available that is school affiliated programs are running for higher studies in abroad. Then independent programs are also run by some of the universities. So you can opt for a website and search for a Google where you can have such websites that arranging such programs for higher studies in abroad. Then ask your friends and families if you have any friend or your family member who is all there in abroad and studying for a higher studies. So you can ask that how they have approached whatever the programs they have involved, how they have planned pre-planned their studies. So yeah, you can ask from them. Then travel website, yes, you can go for a websites on a Google's and search for them. And the most important thing that is you should do this all when you are young, because after you get an age you get the responsibilities and different things, and you just don't get an time to optimize for an abroad study. So yeah, next slide please. So yeah, so the most important thing that is what the exams to be given to study globally, because if you are planning for an abroad, so you can't go just and give like I want the admissions. You have to give an exam and you have to just pass out for an exam. So we are just going to see that what are the exams that you should go and approach. So next slide please. So here is the exam that is you are much aware of it. That is TOEFL. It is an English proficiency exam. It is generally required for the admissions in United States and Canada. But if you are approaching for an European countries, so you can also give TOEFL for that also. It is an English-based proficiency exam. That is, it is a two-level program where you have to give either a internet based test, or you have can a paper based test. You can optimize as accordingly. So the total score it is you have to need for your exam is 120, that is your cutoff, and the score for each section is 30 that you have to get. And a good score that is you need for a TOEFL exam is about 100 to 120 around the score. Next slide please. So yeah, the IELTS is basically the same exam as like TOEFL, but it is for the students who are approaching or want to pursue the studies from USA, UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Because as we say that TOEFL is actually you can't approach TOEFL exam like for Australia, Canada, and New Zealand because you have to give IELTS for that. And the IELTS is same as like TOEFL. The score is valid for 2 years, and the total bandwidth, or that is the cutoff which you have to need, is about 9. And the good band that is which you can approach, or it's basic on an average, that is 6.5 you have to need for to get an college or universities for your admission process. So yeah, next slide please. So yeah, the SAT is also the same exam like IELTS and TOEFL, but here the thing is that the score is valid for 5 years, and the total score is much more like you have to 2,400 is the score, and each section you have to each section has a score about 800, and the good score you have to need is about 1650 to 2,100. That is the score you have to need. Next slide, please. So the PT, that is it is a Pearson test for an English. It is generally not accepted by all over the countries, but it is accepted by some of the universities like Harvard, Yale. So you can go for that if you are looking for a study in Harvard and Yale University. Yes, it is same as like TOEFL and IELTS. The scores are valid for 2 years, and the total score that is it is of 90 marks, and the good score you have to need is about 70 to 90%, that is about 100 percentile, or about 90 to 95 percentile. You have much more good score to go for a Harvard or approaching for a Yale University. Yes. Next slide please. So yes, as we know that GRE is also an one of the exam that you have to approach after your graduation. That is, it is a graduate record examination, and the purpose of this test is same. That is, it's just look out for your verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and analytical writing, where you have to just give these exams, and it is divided into three parts, and around 3 hours and 45 minutes is the duration of this time, and six sections are there for an exam, and after for each section you get a 10 minutes break for your preparation for your next section. And the annual cost for the exam that you can accept is in Indian currency is about 14,850 rupees, and it is just valid for 5 years. That is, GRE is valid for 5 years. You can approach any of the universities after if you want a break of some of years. So it is valid for 5 years. And here is the site where you can just get a more detail about it. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can have it. Next slide, please. Yes, so as we have talked about TOEFL, it is same as an test for an English and a foreign language as a foreign language. So the cost of this exam is around in Indian rupees is 12,000 to 13,000, and it is the same test. It is divided into four parts. That is, it is reading, listening, and speaking and writing. The duration is same about that is 4 hours and 30 minutes, and same as we have a break of 10 minutes after each section, and it is valid for 2 years. And here is the site where you can get more information about TOEFL. Next slide, please. So here is the IELTS, that is the exam. IELTS exam, that is the International English Language Testing System. So duration is very much short, that is 2 hours and 30 minutes only, and plus 15 minutes for the speaking test. You have a speaking language test where you have to test your English. So the cost of this program, according to the Indian rupees, varies depending upon your locations for your approaching. That is Indian at as per approximately it is about 11,300, and it is valid for 2 years. Yes, you can have a website there, and you can get more details about it. Next slide, please. So yeah, this is some of the online website or the forums where you can just get the much more knowledge about how to just pre-plan your studies for an abroad. So here are the some of the site, that is stupidseed.com, then MS in US, that is .com, then edulx. So yeah, if you want to get this website and want to explore, you can have a screenshot, and you can just go for on a Google and just explore for it. Yeah, for if you there are so many websites according to the countries. For if you're looking for like a Germany, so you have a different websites. For Europe, you have a different website like Master Portal, etc. So yeah, next slide, please. Next slide, please. So there is a one of the popular destination that is you should study abroad. That is Germany. I have selected this destination because it is very much cheap, and it is one of the very good for Indian student to study abroad. Because the investment which you need for other countries is very much high, and very much you have to optimize for such fundings, because it's very really hard to get fundings for if you are looking for an abroad study in the USA or Canada. But yeah, Germany is very much cheaper, and it is one of the best for the Indian students, because here you can work as a part-time job also. You can work part-time and earn money, and you can also get for the education for your funding. And the investment which you need for study in Germany is about all over the cost, including that is the cost of the living is around 10 to 12 lakhs. You can approach for that. Next slide, please. So yeah, and the next thing which is very important, that is your funding. That is the compare cost of your program, which you tuition fees for the semesters. So yeah, if it is more expensive, then you should try to look out for your financial ads. You can go for scholarship. There are 100% free scholarships are available. Colleges are running for 100% free scholarship where you don't have to give any of the fees and you can just optimize for that scholarship. So work hard and gain for that scholarship. Then grants, promotions for study abroad programs. There are various programs running by the most of the universities where you can approach. Self-funding, yes, self-funding is very important because if you are working professional and so you can save money from that uh, profession which you on work, and you can save that money for your higher studies or looking for an abroad studies. Next slide, please. So yeah, whenever the things comes like to study abroad, the education roles does play a really important role. So how can you go for an education loan? The things which are very important that first you should have an admission letter from an foreign university. Like if you are approaching for a study in abroad, first you should have give an exam, whether it can be a IELTS, TOEFL, and you just have that score. And then you can have an application form. You can apply for application form and just get the admission letter from the foreign universities that you have been admitted to this college, and you can just optimize for this education. So yeah, you can just approach that admission letter to your banks, to your, whether it can be a public sector bank, that is it is government bank, or it can be a private bank. You can approach there. You can show that admission letter, then all educational certificates, that what are the extracurricular activities you have performed. You can show that to the universities or the colleges which you are applying for. Then property and income proof does play an important role because you have to show that what the property and what the income proof you have, that is what we call as tax paying. If any other as per the bank manager or the instructions, that's just like if the bank says that any other documents you have to submit, so you can go for that. And today, all the banks are encouraging students for higher education abroad because most of the banks are looking that students should study, and yes, they should go for abroad studies and look out for their career to excel and much more explore towards their life. Next thing. So why you take the education loan to study abroad? Because yes, yeah, there is a higher cost, but there is a higher exchange value also. Because if you are looking for an abroad studies, the exchange value, that is the ROI, that is the return of the investment, which comes is does really play an important factor. And you should go if you are able to try to study abroad. Then education loan, that is the best way to finance your education. That is a smarter financial move, especially for your mind income families. Yes, if you're a middle class family, then you should, if you're looking for a greater career in your life and you want that your family should live a great life, then you should go for an education loan. Allows you to preserve your financial savings for the other purpose. Yes, if you're a working professional, you can save some of the money as a self funding, and you can just approach for that. And education broad betters your job prospect, thus bringing higher return of the investment, which helps in paying off the loan. Yes, yes, there is a whenever you are taking a loan, there is a tenure period, and that you don't have to give instantly that the amount which you have taken a loan. There is a tenure period, like about 10 to 15 years. After that, you can just start your money paying for your loan. Next slide, please. So here are the typical collaterals requirements which you are approaching for your loan. That is public sector banks such as SBI and Bank of Baroda. So most of these public sector banks like State Bank of India and Bank of Baroda gives the loan amount for about 7 to 5 lakh rupees. But if you're approaching for overseas studies, so yes, the collateral is needed. So the collateral is basically an income proof, that is a third party assignment where we have to uh, give an income proof, like you have an private sector, you are working in a private sector, or if you are working in a government job, then you can go for a collateral that this third party is assigning. If I am not able to pay this loan, so this third party will give that loan to this. And yes, if you are just approaching for a loan, so the collateral is also for your house also. So you have to give the documents of your house, like if I'm not able to pay, then this house will be taken by the private sectors or the public sectors banks which are approaching for you. So yeah, private sector banks like Axis Bank, ICICI banks, private banks generally do not offer education loans, but some of them are like Axis Bank and ICICI can give you a unsecured loan, that is it is overseas education loans, that is up to 40 lakhs. So you can go for it. Then non-banking financial companies like Avance and Increds are also, which gives the education loans for about 40 to 50 lakhs rupees. Yes. So next slide, please. So there is a one of the feature for SBI student, because as it is a public sector bank, that is government bank. So SBI has launched some of these programs for the students who want to study in India or abroad after the admissions. So yes, next slide, please. So here is an overview, that is what are the things which we are going to see. So if you want to finance for abroad after the admissions or after your graduation, so the loan amount which is given by the SBI bank is maximum is about 7.5 lakhs without collateral, and with collateral maximum, that is it is about 20 lakhs. So the SBI education loans, that is the interest which you have to give after your loan, that is it is about, for if you are just approaching for 7.5 lakhs, then it is about 10.50%. And there is a concession of 0.5% for the girls who are approaching for study abroad. So yeah, processing fee, there is a nil processing fee. You don't have to give any other processing fees for a loan. And the repayment period is about maximum, that is 15 years. Yes, I have said like that tenure period which you have. And the moratorium period, that is you have, that is 12 months after the course completion. So after your graduation and after your completion of the higher studies in abroad, you can just go for a bank and tell that yes, there is a period, that is 12-month period, after that you are going to pay the loan. So the eligible degrees which we are going to just optimize are MCA, that is MBA, MS, if you are looking for masters. And margin which you have to pay is about 4 lakhs, and about, that is 15% rate you have to give if you are approaching for a loan. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much. And before ending this presentation, I just want to quote one thing that is very much important, because you might have done in your career good or wrong, but there is a one thing, that your previous chapters were not good enough, but your previous chapter might be a boring, or you have a previous chapter maybe a wrong, or you have in a wrong path, but your next chapter will be a great, because you are the author. So make sure that your next chapter, to get your next chapter right in a best possible way. It was really very nice to guide you all, and have a good day, and have a great career year ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rishikesh, for wonderful guidance. Now I request our next group to present on entrepreneurship in pharmaceutical manufacturing units.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, slide please. Ma'am, slide is not visible. So, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Pal Renu Suresh, studying in final year B Pharmacy from Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research. First, I would like to thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. Here we discuss a various career opportunity after Bachelor of Pharmacy in degree. So, I will give a webinars on entrepreneurship in pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. Next slide. Next slide. So here we discuss about entrepreneurship, who are entrepreneurs, stages and how to start up pharmaceutical manufacture unit, introduction to pharmaceutical manufacturing, qualification and what to do first, steps to start pharmaceutical manufacture unit, journal documents, license, investment and what are the scope in manufacturing unit. Next slide. So the term entrepreneurship. Anyone know about an entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship setting up a business with the aim to make a profit. So entrepreneurship is a process of designing, launching a new running new business, which is often initially a small business. The people who create this business are called entrepreneurs. Basically, entrepreneurship are combination of three words: entrepreneur, a businessman; entrepreneurship, a process; and enterprise, result, outcome. Next slide. Next slide. Who are entrepreneurs? Who are entrepreneurs? One who bring the different means of production together in a unique way to generate profits. There are four traits for a successful entrepreneur. First, thinking ability. Second, communication ability. Third, technical ability. Fourth, human relation ability. Next slide. Next slide, please. Stages in entrepreneurial process. There are 5 stages to start the process. First, discovery. Second, concept development. Third, resourcing. Fourth, actualization. Fifth, harvesting. Next. Stages. First, as discovery, the stage in which the entrepreneurs generate ideas, recognize opportunity, and studies the market. Second, the concept development. Develop a business plan, detail describing the business idea. Third, resourcing, the stage in which entrepreneur identifies and acquires the financial, human, and capital resource needed for ventures, startup, and etc. Fourth, actualization, the stage in which entrepreneur operates a business and utilizes resources to achieve its goals and objectives. Fifth, harvesting, the stage in which the entrepreneur decides on business, future growth, development, or demises. Next slide. So here is the one example how to start a pharmaceutical manufacturing unit as an entrepreneurship. Next, some basic introduction about pharmaceutical manufacturing. Pharmaceutical manufacturing is a process of manufacturing medicines, healthcare, drugs, and other pharmaceutical products. Pharmaceutical industry is one of the fastest growing industries in India. Our Indian pharmaceutical industry boasts third largest generic manufacturing. The generic drugs share 72% of total production. Next slide. Next slide, please. So, pharmaceutical manufacturing unit has to comply with many rules and regulations. First part is setup of plant and basic requirement for manufacturing unit. It comply with two regulations. First, Factory Act regulation, and second, good manufacturing procedure requirement, that is WHO guidelines GMP Schedule M are applicable in concerned country. Next. So qualification required to start a manufacturing unit. To open a pharmaceutical manufacturing, a person have a education qualification of B Pharmacy or M Pharmacy and must have at least 2 year experience of working in manufacturing company. Over to you, Namiras.
Good afternoon, all. So, Renu has been given an introduction about pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. Now, I am going to discuss with you further detail about how to start pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. So, what to first? Before starting pharmaceutical manufacturing unit, one should have basic knowledge about manufacturing in pharmaceutical sector, or he or she should employ partner with person who give good knowledge of manufacturing and analytical procedure. Without having basic knowledge of pharmaceutical manufacturing, it is difficult to compete or survive even after investing huge amount. Searching for a premises is also crucial step in manufacturing unit. Setup, location and building should compile with good manufacturing practice standard. Next slide, please. Step to start pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. Prepare a business plan, choose company name, finalize location for a premises for manufacturing unit must compile with norms, incorporation of company, company registration, furnishing and finishing of premises as per WHO, good manufacturing practice regulation, machinery and analytical equipment, prepare a file with the necessary documents. Next slide, please. No objection certificate for any other department like pollution department, CLU, etc. Submit file for a manufacturing licensing authority. After acceptance of file, drug authority will conduct physical inspection before granting manufacturing license. Apply for wholesale and drug distribution license. Apply for good and service tax GST registration. After getting manufacturing license, start of manufacturing of medicine can start it. Next slide. List of journal documents are introductory covering letter mentioning name and address of plant and administration office, application at a prescribed form and format, prescribed fee receipt detail of constitution of firm, partnership or company, document related to ownership of premises or rent or lease document, identification proof of all authorized person, proprietor, partner and or director, detail or technical staff example, manufacturing chemist, an analytical chemist with education document and approval certificate which is applicable. Next slide. List of machinery and laboratory equipment, site matter file, blueprint of plant and layout of premises specifying installation of machinery and equipment, design and layout of HVAC system, list of medicines to be manufactured in manufacturing unit, water analysis report, NOC of if required from other department like health department, pollution department or MC etc. Factory act registration if applicable. Next slide please. Licenses. A manufacturing unit may require different type of licenses and registration depend at location and country. List of generally required license are first company registration, drug manufacturing license, drug distribution license for distributing finished good, testing laboratory license, good and service tax, or any tax registration, NOC for other department if required. Next slide. Manufacturing license of pharmaceutical product and medicines are come under drug control authority in concerned country, example US FDA, USA, DCGI India, DCC South Africa, etc. In India, drug manufacturing license is issued by state drug control, generally located at capital region of concerned state of India. Tri- Territory. State drug control is appointed by state government and work under guideline of Drug Control General of India. Next slide. Drug wholesale and distribution license. In India, you require to take wholesale and distribution license for a medicines also along with manufacturing license to distribute and sell finished good to marketing companies and distributor. Next slide. Good and Service Tax (GST) registration. In India, all businesses and service fall under Good and Service Tax. At present, medicines attack 5% and 12% tax under GST. And for about 20 lakh annual turnover firm companies are required to take GST identification number. For applying GST number, next slide. Investment. It's not possible to calculate exact investment theoretically because it depends many factors like area, location, country and cost, land cost, rent, machinery and equipment cost at that area, salary of employees and workers, etc. We need actual data to calculate investment. Next slide. Scope of pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. Ethical brand medicine company, generic medicine company, OTC over the counter medicine company, pharmaceutical distribution and hospital supply, export, import, drama and others specialty product, surgical dressing company. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Now I would request our next speaker, Gaurav Dubey, to present on topic research and entrepreneurship.
Thank you, Prachi. Please present the slide. Yeah, it's visible. Next slide. Hello. Next slide, please. Am I audible? Yeah. No, previous one. Yeah. Thank you. On behalf of our DLLE group of Adarsh Shikshan Prasarak Mandals, Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research, me, Gaurav Dubey, under the guidance of Mrs. Kirti Palla Pawar ma'am, presenting the webinar on research and entrepreneurship. Next slide, please. Yeah, next slide. What is research? Research is a process of systematic inquiry that entails collection of data, documentation of critical information, and analysis and interpretation of that data information in accordance with suitable methodologies set by specific professional fields and academic disciplines. And the pharmaceutical research and development is the scientific exploration of disease mechanisms progressing to the discovery and development of agents which impact specific disease mechanisms and provide therapeutic benefit. Your motive towards doing research is to find novel and innovative thing in particular field. For this, you must be thorough with your theoretical as well as practical knowledge. If you know your idea is having a value in market, you have to prevent it from stealers. You have to prevent it from stealing. So what would you do? Please next slide. After completing this research, what can you do? What what is patent? The official right to be the only. Yeah, screen is not visible. Yeah, it's visible. Thank you. What is patent? The official right to be the only person to make, use, or sell a product or an invention, that the document that shows this is your right. With this piece of paper, what can we do? With this patent, what can we do? Filing patent for your research is useful or not? What is the use of this patent? Next slide, please. Filing patent helps you to secure your rights to your research work. A patent gives you the right to stop others from copying, manufacturing, selling, or importing your invention without your permission. A patent allows an inventor to sell a product at a higher price if there is a significant market demand. If you do not want to sell your product, you can open your own startup. Opening startup is also one of the job opportunity after research. As my colleague explained about entrepreneurship, without wasting time, we will move forward. Please next slide. Next slide, please. Hello. Next slide, please. Yeah, Prachi.
Yeah, Gaurav, wait for a while. We have some internet issues.
Yeah, next slide. Yeah, thank you. One of the best example of above mentioned advantage is Saglo Research Equipment. Sachin Lokapure, proprietor of Saglo Research Equipment. Sachin Lokapure, which manufacture his inventive and patented instruments. Today, he is having almost 70 to 80 patents on his name by doing various inventions on microscopes, and is having his own brand. You can take motivation from him and start your own brand and provide ample of job to others. Please next slide. Other job opportunities in research field. Research scientists, 4 to 10 lakh per annum. Clinical research associates who are concerned with clinical trials, having 3 to 5 lakh per annum. Formulation development, 5 to 13 lakh per annum. Drug discovery. Drug discovery is the task and the major and challenging task which is dependent on your skills is having 10 to 50 lakh per annum. Average is 22 lakh per annum. Herbal research, 3 to 10 lakh per annum. Analytical method development, 4 to 18 lakh per annum. Pharmacokinetic drug metabolism, 3 to 4.5 lakh per annum.
You can also try for research fellowships by giving below exams. CSIR NET. CSIR is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. They are providing various junior research fellowship and senior research fellowships, and providing a stipend. For CSIR NET, the bachelors are also eligible. The stipend for junior research fellowship is 31,000 per month, and it is continued for 2 years. And for SRF, that is senior research fellowship, is 35,000 per month. Exam to apply for CSIR is CSIR NET. UGC NET. For UGC, you are eligible after masters. You have to apply UGC NET exam for applying for JRF and SRF. The salary is same as above. If you are having any questions, please ask in the chat box. I would like to thank you, our management of Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research, and our principal, Dr. Smita Thakur Khede ma'am, for giving me an opportunity to present on Ideal College of Pharmacy and Research. Thank you so much.
नेक्स्ट कोण आलंय का ग्रुप नेक्स्ट ग्रुप कौन सा है शिवम सर
Thank you so much, Gaurav. Now I will request our next group to present on research and development.
Obviously correct. Sorry for inconvenience. Now I would request our next group to present on career on NDDS, career opportunities in NDDS.
Good afternoon. Myself Sambodhan Dhavne. Being in a pharma career under a DLLE activity, we are helping you to choose a newly options which are available in a pharma field, that is career in NDDS. This will help us to make our make a better infrastructure, and which in turn will help you to healthy make healthy life. So let's begin with the career in NDDS. Next slide. So content, what is NDDS? Then eligibility criteria, program duration, course and certification, target learning, research lab, job opportunities and salary, and then global market. Next slide. So what is NDDS? NDDS is a novel drug delivery system, and it is an alternative for a conventional drug delivery system. So it helps to achieve a, a good therapeutic effect in a low dose, and with using various technologies, and many other things are included in that. Next slide. Next slide, please.
Sambodhan, please hold on for 1 second.
So these are the examples of novel drug delivery system. What are things included in that? First is implant, then pellets, microencapsulation, then ocular inserts, and transdermal patches. This following examples we will see while discussing about this career in NDDS. Next. So these are the examples of microsphere and microencapsulation. Generally, in microsphere, we use a polymer in which the drug uh, is made in the form available for a drug release, either in the reservoir form or a matrix form. Next. So what are the eligibility criteria for to get into a, NDDS career? So all you need is 50% aggregate in any uh, degree of the science field. So it can be in the pharmacy field, bioengineering field, or MBBS, BDS, BHMS, BMS, food ingredient and additive processing. As I want to say that as NDDS is not a career of a pharma field only, as it is a collaborative work. So from the different field, uh, the uh, the the person can work over here and get the benefit of this career. Next. So what are the program duration? We will see that. So in this field, we'll get various courses like we all have a certification course, then diploma course is available, then master degree course, and then PhD. If you go for a certification course, then it can be of a 12 week, that is 3 months, and for the diploma course it can be a 6 month, but you can extend up to a 1 year. Then master degree course is completely of 1 year, and the PhD program is for 2 to 3 years. Next. So here are some colleges for courses and certification. So first is NIPER. So in NIPER, overall in India there are 8 to 9 branch are available for this course. They have recently added this course of a drug delivery. Then IIT, Indian Institute of Technology. So this is mainly for a engineer field, because you have to be a qualified for a gate exam, as well as JEE. Then only under the chemical engineering field you can get this course, that is drug delivery course. Then there is a certification course uh, which has been open for the pharma field students. It is taken by the government of India under One India, One Digital platform. Then there are some college level certification courses are there, where generally drug delivery principles and engineering they will the certification course they will provide you. And then IGMP, where it is for a post graduation diploma, it is a 6 month course. Then in career, it is also same, it gives you postgraduate diploma certification. And then MIT WPU, it is situated in Pune, which is uh, which stand 11th rank in India, and it is mainly for drug delivery uh, system. So they gives you various courses under that. Next. So target learning, in target learning, they gives you information about QSAR, that is quantitative structure activity relationship. Then CAD, computer aided drug design, where with the help of a technology and computer based system, you have to do modification in the molecule. Then drug action, how the drug shows its action by changing its delivery. Then drug target validation, it is just to see whether the it's to validate whether the drug has a bind to that receptor or not. Then uh, modern bioanalytical techniques, where a quantitative as well as qualitative analysis is done, like scientific processing, and there how storage condition we required, all those things. Then instrument handling, they teach you about instrument handling, like how to handle those sophisticated instrument, because in a novel drug delivery system, the instruments are totally different from the instrument which are used in the production sector normally for a conventional dosage form. Then industries based case studies. Next. Here are the few research project you will get if you enter in a career in NDDS. So first is effect of heat on a drug delivery system. As we know that our normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So few standard temperatures are selected by a analyst, and then the effect of the drug is seen. Means how the drug get released at a particular temperature. So that is seen, and then self administration of influenza vaccine. So this is a it is similar to patches, but just you have to stick on your skin. it will avoid seasonal virus like H1N1. So it is just to make the just to avoid trans parental administration. At the center of this patch, there are number of micro needles are present, which will helps to enter the drug into your body. And then for a cancer cell, if you want to destroy a cancer cell, just by with the help of novel drug delivery system, we can administer a gold, and with the help of instrument, we try to produce a radiation. Due to that radiation, the heat is generated and the cancer cell get destroyed. So in this way, you can use a novel drug delivery system to to control cancer. Next. So these are the lab for novel drug delivery system. These are well-known lab in India currently. This ACM Global Laboratories is have a wide network for around for a 65 more than 65 countries. Then Indian Institute of Science, it is in Bangalore. Then Rajiv Gandhi Center of Biotechnology. It works with the Indian government, that is ICMR. Then Institute for Drug Delivery and Biomedical Research. It is available in Mumbai. Next. Then here are the job opportunities for NDDS. First is lab testing. In lab testing, the mainly the works are like is mostly of analyst, like saying bioavailability, then bioequivalence, pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamics. Then in regulatory affair, it is totally of legislative and documentation work. Then in production, then consultant is a highly paid job in an industry with a starting salary of 12 lakh per annum. This you should know. Then journalism, then uh, pharmaceutical engineering. In pharmaceutical engineering, mostly the student which are from bioengineering field, mostly they get chance to work there rather than the pharma field, because it is totally of using highly sophisticated instruments. Then transitional medicines, that is clinical trials, uh, just to make the safety and to know safety and the toxicity of a drug. Then job opportunity, then research and development, R&D, entrepreneur, marketing, and then capitalist. Next. Then job opportunities, lab testing. For lab testing, the average salary you get is 5 to 6 LPA. Then in regulatory affair, uh, it's 8 lakh LPA, and the production, it may go up to 7 LPA. In consultant, it is a average salary for a GSK, it is 12 LPA, and in case of CIPLA, it can go up to a 27 LPA. Then clinical trials, it is 8 LPA. Pharmacist, 7 LPA. Next.
Coming to the salary
Journ
part, hello. Coming to the salary part, now we can see journalism, research and development, and sale. After that, competing industries. You can see various industries like GSK, Forecast, Pfizer, Merck, Bayer's Healthcare Pharmaceutical, Johnson and Johnson, Abbott Laboratories, AstraZeneca PLC, GSK, that is GlaxoSmithKline, is a global healthcare company. Three global businesses that research, develop, and manufacturing of drug delivery system. In Merck, sustained release drugs are manufactured. Abbott Laboratories manufacture of many popular products in therapeutic areas of cardiovascular, diabetes, diagnostics, neuromodulation, nutrition, and pharmaceuticals. Some well-known brands include Similac, Pediasure, Pedialyte, Ensure, Freestyle, iStat. Bayer's Healthcare Pharmaceutical is a global pharmaceutical company known for making aspirin. AstraZeneca is a British Swedish multinational pharmaceutical and biotechnology company. It has portfolio of products for major diseases in areas including oncology, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal infection, respiratory, and inflammation. So these are the most competing industries. Next slide, please. Global market. The novel drug delivery system market in US is estimated at US dollars 2.3 billion in the year 2020. As China, the world's second largest economy, is forecast to reach as projected market size of US dollar 4.8 billion by the year 2027, trailing a CAGR, that is compound annual growth rate of 19.3% over the analysis period of 2020 to 2027. Among the other noteworthy geographic markets are Japan and Canada, each forecast to grow at 17.4 and 16.8% respectively over the period of year 2020 to 2027. Amid the COVID-19 crisis, the global market for NDDS estimated at US dollar 7.7 billion in the year 2020 is projected to reach a revised size of US dollar 27.2 billion by 2027, growing at CAGR of 19.7% over the period of 7 years. Nanoparticles, one of the segments analyzed in the report, is projected to record 19% CAGR and reach US dollar 23.2 billion by the end of analysis period. After an early analysis of business implications of the pandemic and its induced economic crisis, growth in the immobilization particle segment is readjusted to revised 24.7% of CAGR for next 7 year of period. Next slide, please. These are some references which you can use for NDDS.
Then thank you.
Now our next group is career in pharmaceutical marketing, focusing on the job profile of medical representative. So our next participants are Khushbu Dubey, Diksha Jadhav, Kajal Verma, Ankita Yadav, and Babita Yadav. Over to you, Diksha.
Ma'am, PPT. Hello.
Yes, yes, it's taking time to upload. Just wait for a minute.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Yes, Diksha. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
You can start now.
Ma'am, Babita will start.
Career guidance about in pharmaceutical marketing. Career after B pharmacy. Next slide, please. Next slide. First of all, you have to think what you want to do in future. What all are your interests? What you want to be? What are your skills? And which type of career fits and your interest? And how to prepare for the career. This all thing you have to remember what to do in your future. Next slide. Uh, what is pharmacy? Uh, First, you all have to know what is pharmacy. I know you all knowing, but still, this is a definition, small definition. Pharmacy is a branch of science that links the health science with the chemical and physical science, the discovery, development, production, and distribution of drug. The drug are the substance used to diagnose, prevent, cure, and relieve the symptoms of a disease. Pharmacists have the knowledge, skill, and expertise to be trusted with the patient health. Next slide. What is the purpose of pharmacy? Choice of preference for the medical aspirant. The profession of pharmacy provides many jobs opportunities in this field. Nowadays, pharma industry and profession are experiencing rapid changes due to advanced technology, innovation, and ideas sweeping across the world. The Indian pharma industry is on a good growth path and is likely to be in the top 10 global market in value term by 2020. Term by 2020. Our pharma company is doing well. Career prospects. Next slide. Next slide. What can you do after B pharmacy? Career prospect. All you can do is pharmaceutical manufacturing, pharmacovigilance, hospital, community pharmacy, clinical trials, and research and development, pharmaceutical marketing, medical writing, journalism, clinical control, and quality assurance. You can all these things you can do after B pharmacy. Next slide, please. Job opportunities. Pharmacist, industry, hospital, clinical community, pharmaco, epidemiologist, data analyst, retail wholesaler, chemist, and druggist business, preparing prescription of patient. This is not allowed in India. Drug therapist, drug inspector, analyst, academics, chemical, drug technician, pathological lab, R&D, biotech, industry, sales and marketing, knowledge process, outscoring, pharmaceutical industry, in Q&QC, clinical research organization, member of regulatory organization like FDA and WHO. These all job opportunities after B pharmacy you can do. Next slide, please. Uh, our main topic is pharmaceutical marketing. What is pharmaceutical marketing? Pharmaceutical marketing something called medico marketing. Is some in some countries is the business of advertising or otherwise promoting the sale of pharmaceutical of drugs. Many countries have measure in place of limit advertising by pharmaceutical companies. Pharmaceutical marketing of drug advertisement are governed by the drug and magic remedies. Objection of this we cannot advertise about magic remedies and all that. Uh, Pharmaceutical marketing is based on below the line marketing strategy where they are not focusing on direct user, instead they target the doctors. uh, next slide, going to take by Diksha.
Thank you, Babita. We will continue ahead. Next slide, please. Okay, as previous slide. Okay, as Babita has already explained what exactly is pharmaceutical marketing, we will ahead see the main departments in pharmaceutical marketing, which are sales and marketing and PMT team. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, marketing and PMT team functions. Now, what is PMT team? PMT team is pharmaceutical marketing team. This team is actually the thinking brain of a pharma company. They think about the strategies and developments and what to do in to make their product more reasonable and advertisement of their product. They develop the strategies for this brand development and branding. As brand goes from various levels, any product goes from various levels of growth, maturity, then decision making, promotion and marketing strategies, new brands launch or withdrawal of any brand. They look ahead for media planning like advertisement, training, and brand projection. Next slide, please. Functions of the sales team. They generate the sales by meeting the customers. They generate the sales by meeting the customers, like they go to doctors or hospital staff and sell their products. Strategy implements. Sales team is actually the eyes and ears of the company. Sales projection, territory projection, etc. Next slide, please. Now, what are the employment opportunities in pharmaceutical marketing? We can go for pharmaceutical sales representative, that is medical representative, then marketing executive, marketing consultant, marketing research analyst, marketing manager, global market research, marketing director, and marketing VP. Next slide, please. Now we will see what are actually the medical representative, the main topic of our career guidance. Now, what are medical representative actually? Medical representative provides the information to doctors and all other medical staffs like hospital pharmacy about their product, their brand. They explain they explain the advantages, disadvantages of the product, their side effects, and how to use, etc. These things they create a demand for existing product. They launch the new product in the society. Without MR, if MR are not there, doctors will not be able to give the information to the patients about the particular product or etc. They are not aware of the new advancements in these treatments, more effective drugs and devices. Next slide, please. What are the roles and responsibilities of MR? Establishing and identifying the new business, organizing and conducting the appointments with clients, Medical representative mostly organizes the appointments with the hospital pharmacies or nurses or with the doctors. Then they negotiate the contracts and deals with clients. They create such a deals which are acceptable by both the teams. That means they negotiate the clients and uh, clients with the deals, undertaking the relevance researches to present and demonstrate the products. They demonstrate the products among their colleagues and they give the information about the products, their advantages, etc. Maintaining the detailed records, managing the budgets, writing the reports on sales. They maintain all the records and documents regarding the appointments and all. They manage the budgets of the company and they write the reports on sales. Next slide, please. Over to you, Khushbu.
Thank you, Diksha. We will continue further. Ma'am, slide is not visible. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Now, further we will conclude key skills. What are the key required for the marketing? First, it is effective communication. There should be effective communication between the seller and the marketing. Second, positive attitude. Third, he should be ready to learn something new and special. Then he should accept the changes which are occurring in our field. Then interpersonal skills, there should be many skills required for this activity and it should be always groomed. Then there should be well groomed, the person or the marketing skill, it should be well groomed. Basic intelligence, then he should be good planner. He or she he or she should be honest in nature about his field and other. Then he should value his commitment, valuable team player, confident and persistent. There should be confident and persistent about his job. Then sales and customer relationship skills and negotiation skills means he should be good in planning and what should be proceed further. There should be good skills. Next slide, please. What are the daily activities required in marketing department? In the afternoon, we might visit hospital to meet with doctor or staff, pharmacist or nurse in their office or place of business to monitor their supply of drug and to inform them for forthcoming changes and to persuade them to purchase his product. He should always be uh, uh, ready for what are the changes happening in our society, what are the changes happening in the field, and what are the new product that he should purchase which will give them profit. The representative will introduce them to new product from his company. Then there are many representatives who will introduce the things, the product from the company. He should have that knowledge that it could provide profit or loss to the company or the person. Next slide, please. Recruitment in MR, advertising and posting by vaccines. Vacancies. There are many job facilities which are posted in advertisement newspapers. We should always recollect them. There are many job vacancy which are available. Then resume screening. Resume screening means the resume of the candidate applied is screened. That is only those candidates are taken to next step that satisfy all the need of company or the point mentioned in the job. Next, company selection. The screened CV is shared with the company and other shortlist the CV and fix the venue time for the interview. Phone call. On screening, resume only those people are available who are willing to join the company. The information mentioned on the resume is validated. Then the information are passed through phone to the candidate who are ready for the interview. Scheduling and keeping record of interview. Based on the ability of the HR of a company, interview date for the candidate is selected and further procedure is continued. Next slide. And what are the education required for MR? Subject requirement. For basic knowledge to the field of medicine, candidates are required to have an educational background in biology or any science field. Education, what are the qualifications? Candidates must hold any degree of bachelor degree in nursing, bachelor degree in life science, and bachelor degree in pharmacy. Next slide, please. Now, what are the colleges to pursue career as a MR? These are some best colleges which will help to pursue our career further. AIMS, which is situated in Delhi, CMC Vellore, Postgraduate Institute of Medical, Bhagavad Dayal Sharma Postgraduate, Armed Force Medical College, which is in Pune, DY Patil University, which is in Navi Mumbai, BJ Medical College, which is Ahmedabad, Central Drug Research Institute, which is in Lucknow, and Naigaon Ceylon, which is situated in Meghalaya. Next slide. Now, what are the books and study material which you will require for pursuing career in MR? Mastering the Complex Cell Second Edition by Jeff Thiel. Next, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Master the Art of Selling by Tommy Hopkins. Secret of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. The Pharmaceutical Sale Representative Handbook, a field handbook for all current and future pharmaceutical sale representative by Todd Bedden and Larry Martin. Next slide, please. Further, up to you, Ankita.
Ankita, you are not audible. Hello. Ankita, you there? You're not audible. Hello? Ankita, you there? You're not audible. Kajal,
Yes. Hello.
am I audible?
Am I
Yeah.
audible? Yeah. Yes, yes, you are audible.
So you can
So
continue
you
if
can
Ankita is
continue,
not able to
Ankita is
connect.
not able to connect. Yes, yes. Okay. So after saying about the pharmaceutical marketing, now there are the estimated earnings. Like there are some categories like initial lowest salary, initial highest salary, and initial average salary. And initial salary for pharmaceutical sale representatives. Uh, Previous slide, please. Okay, thank you. Uh, Pharmaceutical initial salary for pharmaceutical sales representative, it is in Indian rupee, it is around 20,000 per month. And initial salary for area sales manager, it is around 45,000 per month. And it will increase as per the experienced person. Next slide, please. Now the pros of medical representative, the MR, are the like high earnings, strong job prospects as a result of the fast turnover rate, day-to-day based work activities, and opportunities to travel and meet new people, and do more, increase their communication skills more. Next slide, please.
Hello, Kajal. You are not audible. Hello. Khushbu, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ankita, you there?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
proceed.
you can proceed. Okay. Now we will see the cons of medical representative. Every coin has a two side. Everything has a positive side and also a negative side. So we will see the negative side of the medical representative. Medical representative job makes you extensive traveling. It may become a hectic sometimes. And also the job description may require a overtime, means you have to do more than your working hours. And then under the stress you may undergo, you have to achieve some target and goals which are set by your managers or your upper team or any by or clients. Now next slide, please. Hello. Yes. Scope of pharma markets. The pharma markets, what are the scope of pharma markets? Means if we join the pharma marketing, then what will we be able to achieve, or what will be able to add in our life values
First of all, the pharmacy graduate should look at the healthcare scenario in totality. Means in a reality, we will be able to see what are the healthcare scenario, and then we will also see the healthcare scenario is not only just a book or subject. It is also includes a hospital, diagnostic devices, equipments, and medical insurance. Means we will be able to see on the ground level, and where the knowledge of pharmacy, disease management, and the treatment is the prime focus, and it is and best is filled by the pharmacy graduate. Next slide, please. Pharmaceutical marketing strategies and tactics. First of all, if we enters the pharmaceutical marketing, then what strategy we should adopt in our to tackle all this and achieve. Hello, ma'am, slide. Thank you so much.
Ankita, hello, Ankita. Thank you so much. Now I would request our next group to present on pharmacovigilance.
Hello everyone, good evening. So today we will see the career option after B.Pharm in a pharmacovigilance. Next slide. So in this PPT, we will see introduction part, means what is pharmacovigilance, the need and limitation of pharmacovigilance, what are the eligibility required for the pharmacovigilance, what are the objective and main aims for the pharmacovigilance, what are the responsibility as a pharmacovigilance in drug safety department, the governing bodies of pharmacovigilance, what are the present scenario in India today, the required skill set for the pharmacovigilance, and the course and salary of the pharmacovigilance, and the best company in India and references. Next slide. So we will see first what is pharmacovigilance. So basically a pharmacovigilance is nothing but a drug safety. So we will see the definition. The science and activity relating to detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse effect of any other drug related problem. So today this form of science has gained popularity amongst young generation, and more students are looking forward to make a career in this challenging sector. Next slide. So pharmacovigilance is divided into two parts. The word pharmacovigilance, the pharmakon means a Greek word, and a vigilare is a Latin word to keep watch. So basically, it is a meaning of drug safety. We have to check the adverse effect of our drug. So, according to WHO, the pharmacovigilance is the science and activity relating to the detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse effect. Next slide. Next slide. Hello. Thank you. Why pharmacovigilance? So what? Why we have need of pharmacovigilance? So in 1961, there is one disaster happened, that is thalidomide, which is a drug, which is a tablet which is given to the pregnant woman. So one of the well-known disaster resulting in a death of several abnormalities. So certain guidelines was established to report any adverse reaction of marketed drug for safety. So for after this, the pharmacovigilance come under the as a career option, one of the career option. Next slide. So medicine, basically a medicine are developed over a period of several years, while efficacy and the safety of new drug are tested in clinical trial. So there is a limitations under this, that is time limitation tested on healthy volunteer, age limitation, gender bias, concomitant medication, and narrow set of indication. Next slide. The eligibility criteria, pharmacy, which is after B Farm, M Farm, and D Farm, we can go for this. Life science in BSc and after MSc. In medicine, after BDS, MDS, MBBS, MD, MS, and MCH. And alternative medicine, that is Ayush. After nursing, that is after BSc and MSc. After physiotherapist, as a healthcare institute personnel, and after PhD. Next slide. So reasons, what are the main reasons that students should pharmacovigilance as their career option? As a career option, pharmacovigilance is an excellent choice, which is an option for the pharmacy graduate. It is a scientific discipline which is mainly connected with the reporting and the analyzing the side effect of the drug. It is due to this branch of science that the drug which we consume are mostly safe. Also, those drugs which are found harmfully are taken off the shelf. The job of pharmacovigilance professional is to continuously monitor the drugs that are already being sold in the market, and also with regard to the safety of the drug in clinical trial. When the side effect of a drug is reported, the pharmacovigilance professionals task in comply the event in the proper database, follow up the case so as to gather the more information. This information is now forwarded to the regulatory authorities. Next slide. So further slide will be explained by Suman. Over to you, Suman.
Due to some technical issue, Suman is not able to connect, so someone else can proceed further.
Yes. Okay. So further objectives. So main objective is a patient care, to improve patient care and safety, to check the public health, earlier detection of unknown safety problem, risk benefit assessment, that is assessment of benefit, harm, and effectiveness of a drug, communication, that is promote understanding, clinical training to the health professional and the public. Next slide. So other objectives are to collect the information of adverse drug reaction. Certain center has also been established with the following object, that is earlier detection of unknown safety problem, detection of increase in frequency, identification of risk factor, qualifying risk, and the preventing patient from being affected unnecessarily. Next slide. The what are the aims? To improve the patient care and safety, for to improve the public health and safety, and to contribute to the assessment of benefit, harm, effectiveness, and risk of medicine, and to promote education and clinical training, and to promote rational and safe use of medicine. Next slide. What are the responsibilities? So basically responsibility is to timely collect the data, recording and notification of data, appropriate assessment, that is data completeness, seriousness, expect delete the periodic reporting, and to create appropriate structure for communication. Next slide. So governing body for the pharmacovigilance is the pharmaceutical industry, the regulatory authority, WHO Collaborating Center for International Drug Monitoring, CIOMS, that is Counseling for International Organization of Medical and Science. Next slide. Over to you, Chanchal.
Uh,
Chanchal, you there? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Chanchal, you can proceed. Hello, Chanchal.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible. You can proceed.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no issue.
Um, we are going to talking about the present scenario of the pharmacovigilance. As worth of pharmacovigilance market worldwide was US dollar 186 million in 2008, and is estimated to reach US dollar 2253 by 2015. At present, India is the fourth largest producers of pharmaceutical in the world. And therefore is a surfeit of the drug brand with more than 6,000 licensed drug manufacturers and over 60,000 branded formulations. As pharmacovigilance in India has grown considerably in recent years, the introduction of the pharmacovigilance system in India faced several roadblocks when it was started first in the year 1986 and then in the year 1997. Later in November 2004, CIDESCO, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization, launched the National Pharmacovigilance Program, that is NPP, with the objective of fostering a reporting culture amongst the healthcare professional across the India. As a result, India became the first country to report over 1 lakh individual case safety reports to Vigiflow Upshala Monitoring Centers, that is UMC, web-based pharmacovigilance system. Further, India is currently the seventh largest contributor to the UMC's International Drug Safety Database. Next slide, please. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Is the slide is not visible?
Here's the objective slide is still visible.
No, from our side, why India offers growth in pharmacovigilance slide is visible.
Okay. Why India offers growth in pharmacovigilance? As we have a good IT fields, good infrastructures, large number of pharma companies there are in India, large numbers of healthcare professionals. In India, low operational cost as compared to other countries, and large number of diseases. As our countries has a large number of population, there is also a large number of diseases that peoples are suffering from. Uh, Peoples of today's generation have more clarity on shaping up their own career. This is the main reason that India offers growth in pharmacovigilance, as there are wide opportunity available across the globe. Pharmacovigilance is considered to be the one of the best career option for life science and pharmacy graduates. It mainly deals with the reporting and analyzing the medicine side effect and ensuring the drug in the market that are safe and secure. Um, then India ranks high in the list of largest producers and exports of pharmaceutical in the world. There are 8,000 plus licensed drug manufacturers in India, which will create a great job opportunities for pharmacovigilance professional. Um in parallel, the this career is in a high demand in overall the world, which also includes United States and other many European companies. Uh, India offers unique advantage for the growth of pharmacovigilance that includes awareness of drug side effects among people, lacks of formulation in domestic market, large number of licensed drug manufacturers in India, and potentially large world-scale adverse drug reaction database. In terms of revenue, the global pharmacovigilance market is estimated to expand healthy compound annual growth rate of 14.2% through the 2020. Uh, Next slide. Course of pharmacovigilance. These are the course that can be pursued by the student of pharmacy after B Pharm for certificate course in pharmacovigilance. Details of these courses are provided in this table. That is certificate course in pharmacovigilance that is conducted by the Institute Simogen KPO International Service Provider. It is the duration of this course from this institute is 4 months, and the course fee is about 50,000 to rupees 80,000. And post graduation diploma program in pharmacovigilance is conducted by the Institute of Clinical Research. Its duration is 1 year, and its course fees is 1.3 lakhs. Then top priorities in pharmacovigilance course. Presently, top pharmaceutical companies such as CROs, KPOs, IT firms, and consulting firms are the important one that offers pharmacovigilance position in bulk as the job in the Indian market. Student trained in pharmacovigilance would find potential job opportunities in the following sector, that is pharmaceutical companies, either MNCs or Indian and biotech companies, clinical research institute, KPOs such as Accenture, then Quantiles, etc., regulatory agencies such as DCG and SEDESCO, pharmacovigilance units within the medical college and hospitals. Then required skill set for the pharmacovigilance. For any aspiring candidate to specialize and become the DSS, that is drug safety scientist, one needs to have the following skill set, that is knowledge of medical coding, narrative and scientific writing, good understanding of medical terms, basic knowledge of regulatory affairs, ICH, GCP, and companies, other compliances, and eye for detail, ability to maintain meticulous record, excellent analytical and problem solving skills, effective communication and systematic approach to task and good interpretive skills. Over to you, Atish.
Hello, hello. Next slide. Hello.
Hello, Kailash. Sorry, Atish.
हेलो आवाज आ रहा है हेलो
Yeah, you are audible. You can proceed. Screen is not visible.
salary and job prospects in pharmacovigilance for pharmacovigilance professionals typical monthly salary ranges from rupees 50,000 to rupees 1 lakh per 50,000 per month. The starting salary may approximately be rupees 35,000 to rupees 50,000 per month for medical candidates. For highly ambitious students, it is important to know that having a postgraduate diploma degree in pharmacovigilance along with an overall experience of 7 to 8 years in this position is just enough for you to become a team lead in a very short period in any organization. Next slide. Hello. How will I grow in this industry? Pharmacovigilance company offers drug safety associate or pharmacovigilance associate job for fresher. Average salary is 3 lakh per annum. After 2 years experience, you may go senior drug safety associate. At this post, salary will be 4 to 8 lakh per annum. After 4 years experience, you may go aggregate report scientist. At this post, salary will 8 to 12 lakh per annum. After 6 year experience, you may go as a team lead. At this post, salary will be 20 to 40 lakh per annum. And after 7 year experience, you may go as a director. Next slide. So undoubtedly, one can make his or her successful career in the field of pharmacovigilance with an increased focus on drug safety all across the globe. The volume of jobs in India will also rise in this field. As concerned with future forecasting, there would be ample job opportunities in this field with the ever increasing demand for pharmacovigilance practitioners. Students will be recruited in various pharmaceuticals company at attractive salary package. With the invention of new drugs, every day the career prospect in pharmacovigilance look exceptionally well. Over to you, Kailash.
Yes, these are the best companies for pharmacovigilance. Here, this is a list of pharmacovigilance companies in Pune. The companies are Soformix, TCS, MCure, and SP Softtech and Crest. Next slide, please. And in Mumbai, there is a Cognizant, TCS, Medplace, Soformix, PPD, Mogen, Sun Pharma, Ipca Labs, and Next slide. And in Hyderabad, there is a Novartis, Parexel, Cognizant, Inventive, Mahindra, Satyam, BSG, Dr. Reddy's, Aurobindo, Milan. Bangalore, there is Tiles, Eli Lilly, Biocon, Accenture, AstraZeneca, Bluefish, HCL, Omnicare, Clinical Research, Microsoft, G7 Infotech, IMS Health, Tyneps, Fortis. These are the companies which provides jobs for students. And next, please, slide. And these are the references where you can get more information regarding pharmacovigilance. Next slide, please. Thank you to our management of Ideal College and Pharmacy and Research, and to Kirti Bala ma'am, and to our principal ma'am, Dr. Smita Tarkhede ma'am, for giving us amazing activities.
So with this, we'll conclude this session today and we'll be continuing the further session on Monday. Thank you everyone for your patience listening. Hope. Take care. Bye bye.